Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back, and I hope you guys had a great week because it's Friday and the weekend's here, so I hope you have an even better weekend. There is a lot of car stuff going on this upcoming month because we're really kind of coming towards that close of the season, which it already kind of is, but a lot of stuff happens in October because, let's be honest, it's a great time to drive your car if the weather's okay, because it's kind of cool and crisp and just nice, especially here on the Northeast. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Unfortunately, this weekend for us is gonna get rained out. I'm not 100% sure if it does all weekend. If not, if you are an MR2 owner, MR2 Bear Mountain Run is gonna be going on this weekend on Saturday morning. 7 a.m. is meet up and go from a cruise for there and then a hangout and stuff like that. So I will not unfortunately be making it. Have other obligations, and my MR2 does not do well in the rain. For some reason, there is some sort of wiring issue with the car. A sensor or something that just gets wacky when it's raining out. When it gets wet, it just starts acting weird. It starts pretty much not running properly. So not gonna take that chance. And then Sunday was supposed to be Toyota Fest, and they ended up canceling Toyota Fest because of the weather. So unfortunately, Toyota Fest is not gonna be happening this year at all. So it looks like the MR2 may have made its last event this year, unless we do like a Cars and Coffee or something like that with it in the near future. But as I've said in the past videos, this car is probably gonna be getting a rebuild very, very soon, sooner than intended. But that's not what we're here for today. We got some more stuff going on with the Integra. Tons of stuff actually going on with the Integra. I did a ton of running around to get parts. I want to show you guys what we got and really start diving into these cars because the winter is not that long and we got to get both of these cars ready for the next season. Holy shnikes, there is a lot of stuff going on here. We've got too much stuff. So this weekend, I think what I'm gonna do while it's raining, pull the cars out, get this place cleaned up, mop the floor, get everything organized, get things on shelves, make posts of stuff that's for sale because got a couple of these fenders that I don't want. I'm gonna get rid of them. I'll probably kick myself. God forbid, you know, tire flies off on the track or I go off the track and bang something up a little bit. I want to have extra parts, but at the same time, there's only so much stuff I can store and people can store when they're building cars. And especially when this isn't my livelihood, guys, I want to reiterate that this is just a hobby of mine. There's some negative stuff going on Facebook and Instagram and social media right now about some YouTubers. It's coming out that there's investors that buy cars for people and all this other stuff. Guys, that's the true reality is, that's why I tell you, I'm not trying to keep up with anybody. I'm not gonna be buying supercars or anything like that ever on this channel. This channel is just gonna be part of my hobby. I enjoy it, I wanna share it with you guys. I'm not building these cars for the channel. They're just gonna be my cars that are on this channel. And I'm doing this for fun. And that's what you guys should be doing too. You shouldn't be building cars for clout. You shouldn't be building cars for YouTube. I know that these guys, this is a business for them. This is not my business. I have a few other businesses. This is not my business, this is just for fun. So if you guys wanna come here and just enjoy some true fun, that's it, that's what I'm here for, and I have no intentions of this ever being my career. I like it, and I'm gonna try to give you the best content as I can, but that's pretty much it. So with that being said, let's go, let's take a look at some of the stuff that I picked up. I told you I was picking up a B16 trans. We've got the LSD in the M Factory 4.7 final, which is all gonna go in the black car. And then I did pick up a new silver 98-01 bumper, and I picked up some new fenders too, because those are really clean. I'm gonna have those resprayed black. These are not for the silver car. So I picked up this bumper just because my buddy parts out cars. He's the one that got me this B16 trans. And when I went out there, he had a silver front end, and I was like, hey, I'd be interested in the front bumper and the fenders, because I really wanted the fenders, but I was like, you know what? It can't hurt to have an extra one of these front bumpers because you just can't find them, the factory ones anyway. And the aftermarket ones are fine too. And again, this might just get sold at some point, but at least it'll be an extra for now. So I picked that up too. I paid him for what he wanted for the whole front end, so he could still get rid of the hood and everything and make a little bit of extra money actually on the deal. So then these are my favorite, what I picked up. Now, I'm probably not going to use those. I'm on the fence. I might actually use those on the silver car. This is what I wanted for the silver car. So if you watch, you may remember I picked up underneath all this junk. I picked up some new trailing arms and I started stripping them. And you know what? I said, there's no sense in me going through all this. Let me see if there is anybody out there trying to get rid of ones that have been rebuilt and refinished. And I found them. So these have been powder coated. They've been rebuilt. They've got all new bolts. And these are going to go on the silver car. Because if you remember on the silver car, I tried replacing the trailing arm bushings when they were in the car. I've never done that before. I bought the tool and we ended up spreading the trail arm with the tool, which you're not supposed to do. It's just supposed to push it out, but it got hung up, and it's much easier to just pull the trailing arms out and take them out and do it on the ground. I would not recommend doing them on the car unless you really don't have the ability of doing that. So it is what it is. I did it, and now I've got some new trailing arms, which I'm excited about, and we can really get moving on the silver car now, because that was kind of like the last piece of the puzzle. Now these were all refinished too, and these are actually really nice. You can see they've actually got the extended bushings in them, or not bushings, ball joints. So I might end up using those. I had the other ones, I had the other spindles powder coated. I didn't have the dust shields powder coated. However, you do have to use the 36 mil hubs for the K series. So we may end up using those. I don't know. If they're not used on the silver car, I'm definitely gonna throw them in the black car. Why not? They're like new stuff and have the extended lug studs on them already. I'll throw some extended lug studs on the rear. And then this car will be pretty much good to go, which, like, that's the cool stuff that goes on with this. When you have two of the same car, you can kind of go back and forth. So I'm excited. These are parts that I've been looking for and stuff that kind of just fell together all at one time. I've got some extra stuff here that I do need to get rid of. Like I said, I just have parts and tires and rims and steering wheels and stupid stuff and now I have trailing arms that I'm not going to need. So I'll probably end up selling those trailing arms, clean them up a little bit, get rid of those. And I have that extra trailing arm because I shouldn't need, you never know. You kick yourself when you get rid of some of this stuff, but you can't keep everything, because we have the K series stuff. I got the K series. I still have the gray seats out of the silver car that I can't get rid of because they're all chewed up, and I hate to just throw them away because realistically they are just, covers away from being like new seats. And all this stuff is dying. It's just getting thrown away, and it's almost impossible to find a lot of it now. So it is what it is, but that's what's happening. So what I told you guys is that I just did little stupid stuff. You take this rear windshield wiper motor out. And this is a couple pounds. I mean, honestly, it's not a whole lot, but these are all the little things. I have to take this out. I have a plug for that as well. And then on the inside of the car, I did the factory radio delete. And you guys know I have that nice sparkle steering wheel in there. We got to do the interior. I think that's what's going to happen this weekend. I might do a couple videos this weekend. I want to clean everything, organize this for my business aspect of things, get some of this stuff cleared out, get some of this stuff onto the car, and really start just making some moves here. As you can tell, I'm making some more content. I'm kind of in a rhythm right now, and I want to keep that going. So this car, we're going to get some work done on it. Like I said, mostly interior stuff right now. As soon as it's done with the interior stuff, I want to get it over to Tri-State again to get the hood pins on the carbon fiber hood. And I want to get the V16 trans in. I mean, at this point, might as well do it. If they can't get it done by the 15th, which there is a track day at Lime Rock, I may try to get to that track day. I got to jump through some hoops because I'm not licensed, so I'm hopefully going to try to get a weekend license there, and then get some track time with this car, which could be exciting because that would be a lot of fun. But I got to get the blinkers, the mounts off the silver bumper. So one of the reasons why I forgot that I didn't just buy the silver bumper for no reason, I bought it because I needed these mounts for the black bumper. The guy who sold me the black bumper took those off. Those are for the blinkers. Now, it's really not the most important. I probably could have made something, a custom bracket for it, but I really didn't want to do that. I just wanted to throw it on there. Again, this car is not supposed to be super competitive. It's just a track car. It's just a fun car to go out there and have fun with and not really get too crazy or worried about. And that's the point of this, was to just get this and get it going. So, and I got to keep that in my head. I got to remember that, because when it just sits here, I look at it and I want to make it even better. And as you can tell, it just looks 100 times better as it is from when I bought it. And it's got a ton of really nice parts on it now, with the K-tuned circuit suspension, with the Willwoods, with the True Heart stuff. Every bushing's replaced, every end link, you know, the rear sway bar and everything's done. It's going to handle like it's on rails, but I got to just remember that it's not a show car. It's not one of these street cars you got to make perfect. You just have to go out and have fun with it. And that's why I said this is the budget Integra. And sometimes you just got to keep that in the back of your head. Again, you sort of get caught up when you're looking at all these cars and you're like, oh, I'd really like mine to look like that or be like that. Now, I'm a little just OCD, and I just want my cars to be great no matter what. It has nothing to do with what anybody else cares about. It's got to do with me. And that's why I do stupid little things like have completely built trailing arms that are going to be on it. And that's not even stuff you see on street cars at car shows half the time anymore. You know, sometimes people do, and they go all out and they have a beautiful show car, but half the time you don't see that. So I'm going to be going a little crazy on my silver car just because I think that car deserves it. I want that car to be perfect, the bolts to be clean when you need to work on it quickly. This one, it's not going to be a competitive car, so if something breaks at the track, I'm not going to be as devastated because I'm not trying to beat anybody. I'm just trying to get some experience myself. And this is the stuff that I think we should support. I know this is kind of a long-winded talking video, but you guys get out there, get on the track, do the right thing, be positive with this, give people positive reinforcement about their cars. They're trying, not everybody has endless budgets. Keep in mind, these YouTubers do have people backing them half the time. Some of them are really savvy, smart business people who have taken their platform and created other businesses that can fund their car hobbies and stuff. But 90% of the time, they're sponsored. They've got people working for them to get this stuff done. They don't have to pay thousands of dollars for stuff that we do. So keep that in mind, guys. You know the deal. If you've lasted this long, you probably are already a real one. So I'll talk to you guys soon. This weekend, we're going to be making some good content. Thank you so much for stopping by, and take care of yourself.